So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's video. I know I've been absent the last couple of days. Kind of had a change of plans. Look, I've been playing Efootball 24. I played it over the weekend. No, I didn't do Master League, so I apologize. We will get back to that, although I'm still in two minds with Master League because I really want to start fresh with all the transfers and everything, but then it's like, we've done all that hard work for nothing. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys make of that. Before we do dive into today's video, remember I am partnered up with Aniba.com. Whoops. So check it out. Link in the description. Go on. Selection. Tons of selections. I mean, maybe you need to renew PlayStation Plus or your Xbox subscription, or you need to get, you know, a gift card, whatever. Check it out. Links are there. You might find something you love. So, right. Today's video, folks. We're going to go over Efootball 24. I'm going to give you guys my honest feedback after playing, you know, a good amount of matches and finally figuring out the controls, which, you know, look, the difference with me and a lot of other people is, I am playing on manual, right? So if you're playing on assisted, you might think the game plays slightly different. If you're playing on manual, you might think it plays different as well. So take that into account, right? I'm playing on no assists, on manual, so I play a different way. I'm also not playing online. This is strictly offline content only right now. So I'm not an online guy. I really am not. So take that. You know, this is what I'm preparing for Master League, right? That's what I'm preparing for. So I recorded this on the PlayStation 5, right? I recorded it in HDR 4K. It's a waste of time because it never comes out in 4K. So the quality isn't the best, but I did want to show you guys the team that I'm using for this match you're going to see the highlights. So I've got some pros and some cons to talk about, but I basically went in there and I picked a Man United squad that isn't OP. And the way I'm doing this is I'm only leveling up these players when I get progression points from playing them. I'm not using the level progression. So this is only when they actually get leveled up. Then you get like +2. You go in there, you level them up a little bit more. So that's kind of the way that I'm playing this game. I'm very old school, as you guys know. So yeah, don't think I'm playing with a ridiculously strong lineup. No. Bruno Fernandes is my best player here at 82. So there are a few little cutscenes. I'll make myself smaller here so you guys can see what's going on. So yeah, as you can see, there are a couple of cutscenes lurking about. Do they mean a whole lot? No, they don't add any value, but I do like to see them. You know, remember, Master League, if it does come, maybe 2026 for the way things are going, but all these cutscenes and that are going to be used by Konami. So they may be pointless, but there'll still be something worthwhile later. So here we have Arsenal against Manchester United. Okay. And once again, this is a little bit new and fresh. You know, it's nothing insane, but they have modernized it up a wee bit. I didn't show the introductions. They're exactly the same. They haven't changed the color palette regarding that. It's still yellow. It's still blue. It's not changing. So now we're going to get into the gameplay. So I'm basically just going to talk about things. I have a couple of examples showing you that there's still problems with like the clipping and just it looks terrible at times, right? But there are positives too. I will admit manual has been good fun. I'm enjoying it. Learning the controls, I mean, right there, straight off the bat, one thing you will notice against the AI is they do actually dribble with the ball now. If you have a player like that, Martinelli on the flanks, or even Rashford, they will actually get the ball and cut inside and actually do something with the ball. They won't just pass, pass, pass. Do I love that? Do I like it? Of course I do. That's what you want from players. It's not all about playing tiki-taka style. And that's one thing you will notice as well. Because I'm on manual, I'm not going to be playing tiki-taka as much. It's more slowed down. It's more about sort of maintaining possession. And as you can see here from the start, Arsenal were kind of all over us. But you're going to notice dribbling is a mixed bag for me with this update. I like the dribbling, don't get me wrong, from an attacking standpoint. But getting around the AI, even on Legend, is not difficult. Like, all you have to do is just go another direction or hold R1, which I like to use R1. I still think R1 helps with, like, tight possession. That was a terrible pass. But yeah, I feel like the dribbling, as much as it's got better, against the AI, they sometimes don't know what to do. They're still very much just like a chicken's head, and they're just, you know, running around without a chicken's head, right? They just kind of just run at you, and they close you down without actually using a brain. So I would like Konami to work on that a little bit more. This is where, when you compare it from PES to, like, right here, look, you don't have to do a whole lot. The players are just kind of, if you go back and you watch Rice here, I mean, I know he's coming across, but at this point in time now, just square up. Square up to your man. That's it. And just hold the shape. But he doesn't do that. He just, you know, he buggers off. So I've already got past Rice without even having to do anything. And then, you know, we have a shot from distance. And we did score! Hey, Rashford, back of the net. But yeah, Superstar has definitely been more challenging. Okay, it's the only difficulty I've played on, so don't ask me about the other ones. I gave Legend a little bit of a go. And, you know, it's still Legend. It's still going to have its handicaps. But overall, Superstar definitely an improvement from the last update or version, you know, eFootball 23. From what I can tell, they attack you more. They definitely have more of a brain. But yeah, dribbling, I don't know. I think the dribbling is something that, unless Konami do work on that, it's just going to become too easy. And I don't want it to be super challenging, but yeah, I don't know. You shouldn't be walking around certain defenders when they don't have good dribbling stats. Like Højlund, right? Højlund's dribbling is not good at all, but I got the ball with him a few times. You know, a quick turn one way, a quick turn another, you know, he's gone. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the whole dribbling side of things. We are going to see a couple, as I mentioned, bugs, a couple of things going on. Regarding matchup, now, I don't know what you guys make of matchup, but it's definitely been reduced substantially. And I'm talking about, like, at time, right, watch this. This is what I'm talking about, wrong? Long ball to Højlund. He's got the pace. And then, you know, it's just about right here. Boom, see you later. Past one. Now watch what happens here. Past another one. It's just, for me, a little bit too easy. I don't know. It's like times it's easy, times it's hard. But I don't want to get to the... Look. Folks, don't get me wrong. Don't think that I'm complaining for the sake of it. I want to be able to dribble past the AI. I'm coming off playing PES 21 and mods. That's probably why. So, you know, they're going to defend a little bit differently on PES 21, you know, but this is a different game. So, anyway, let me know your thoughts about the whole dribbling. Am I going over the top or am I not? I don't know. You'll see more examples as the video progresses. I mean, this is only, what, a 15-minute video? It's nothing mental. Right here, man, this is a prime example, right? So, no, this is actually a prime example. Switch the ball. Beautiful pass. Finds Anthony. Now, just kind of watch the defenders here with Havertz, right? Havertz a waste of space anyway. Right, past him, and then Rice comes up. Once again, it's far too easy, and I mean, forget the finish. God blame me. I don't know what I was aiming at the corner flag there, but that is far too easy to just pick the ball. I remember we're on Superstar here. This shouldn't be happening. I feel like once again, Declan Rice, just kind of, I don't know. They just run to you, and all you have to do is go to the left. Once again, Odegaard comes across, and instead of squaring up, he just runs, he's sideways. At one point, he's actually gone sideways. Where is it? Right there. I mean, what kind of defending is that? I know side on, you're generally told when you defend side on. So if they do beat you, you can turn. But you don't defend like that, you know, and then it's just quick touch round him and, yeah, forget the finish. But that's what I'm talking about with the dribbling, right? Now, online, it may be completely different. Remember, this is from the standpoint of taking on the AI, on manual, on Superstar. These are my thoughts. If you're playing online, it's going to be different, of course, because people play differently. I don't know how online even is, and I don't really care. It's probably tick-a-tack style as always, very meta-type formations, and all that jazz, and I'm sure a lot of people are playing on, what, Pass Assist 2 or whatever it is. So anyway, we are leading, and here we go once again. Højlund, just this guy. It's too easy. Look, bomb, start again. Beautiful. Give it back to the Højlundator. See what he can do here. Taking our time, seeing what Rice is going to do defensively, but this time he actually did listen. Well done. We swung the ball round to Bruno. That's a lovely little touch there. And then here was Rashford. Once again, just faking it, taking your time. You don't need to rush. And that, look at that. Ooh. Nearly clipped the bar. I really did like this pass, though, from Bruno Fernandes. I know this isn't new. Watch. Bing! But I've seen that before, way back in the day. But, it's nice to see it's there, right? And they're adding those little flair moments. There are a few more animations as well, I will admit. I have seen a few more. I don't think that's one right. That was interesting. That was almost like a double take from the goalie. Watch the goalie. Watch Ramsdale. It's like he glitched. Anyway, made the save. Went out for the corner. And, yeah, so there are a few more animations as well that they've mentioned. But I ultimately am probably the most impressed with, like, the AI's... The AI's attacking side of things. I'm not going to say defensively, because I've mentioned about a million times. I think it's too easy to dribble past them. But attacking-wise, they have brains. And you're going to see that with I think they score a goal, basically with the last touch. But look, Martinelli, once again, lovely play. Cuts inside. I mean, the defending... Another good point right there we're going to touch upon in just a second is how quickly the defender reacted there. He didn't have to power anything up. He saw there was danger. And right here, whoever that is on the left, Regulon, I put him in the lineup. He just flicked it away. Last year, or in eFootball 23, I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't have been able to do that. But once again, just watching that AI here with Martinelli. Up against Wan-Bissaka, nice bit of hold-up play, and then, it's just the smartness to come inside, lay it square, they have the chance, and then, yeah, Regulon just about gets it out of the way. So those are positives. Those are positives. Loving the way that AI are attacking, and yeah, players reacting quickly without me having to worry about whether, I think that's Saka right there, would have scored that, 100%. I don't really know why he's using his left foot. I know he's left-footed, but if you're that side of the field, just use your right foot. Now, a couple of problems. First of all is this one, and you will see it. I've had this happen before a few times, and you can see his whole left leg, you're looking at the legs and the arms here, just goes through Casemiro like he's not even there. And there was two players closing him down when this happened, and I had to replay it and rewind it and look what was going on. So this type of stuff is not acceptable for me, because I didn't even see this. I mean, you can see how far he's skated along the turf. And then he's gone through Casemiro to get the free shot off. I didn't like it because I got mugged off with that. And Casemiro should have made a challenge. But yeah, that looks really bad. If FIFA had that, I'd be tearing it up all day. So I'm going to do exactly the same right here. That, let's be honest, FIFA's level of mentalness and clipping is way higher than that. But it's still not acceptable. Once again, Højlund is good, man. I'm telling you. He's an animal. I really enjoyed playing with him. Just giving the ball to his feet, letting him turn. He's a big physical lad. He's strong on the ball and actually has decent feet. And as you can see, just causing Arsenal all the problems. Moving a little bit further forward. So, as I do, right, have a look at the substitution, by the way. Top left. Look at it right now, that side. Look who's just come on. Pelestri. He's just come on. Have a look. Ball's whipped in. Who's that? Pelestri! So it still works. I got to test it out, okay? This is a little tip. If you play online, it might work for you as well. Find a player, probably your centre-back. Get him to come to the near post. Circle it. Flick it with X. And then square it. Bosh. And most of the time, you might get something happening, creating a chance. But yeah, Pelestri comes on, scores straight away. I had to try it out. But there it is. Varane with the flick. No one's marking him. It's a good volley. Credit to him. And I'd like to see what Pelestri can do in the real world. Also, regarding the crowd, I mean, I'm not going to talk about graphics a whole lot because it's still nowhere near the level of next gen, like at all. So I'm not diving into graphics. This is strictly gameplay today. But yeah, graphically, folks, it's still miles away. So when Konami decide to crank those graphics up a little bit more, oh yeah, then we can talk about them. But yeah, still miles and miles away from where we need it to be. Good play once again. That's a great save from Onana. I mean, you look at the build-up play here from Arsenal. It's patiency, isn't it? It's patiency. Working it round. Nice square pass. That's a great pass. Many times now they're playing these through balls. That's one thing I have noticed against the AI. They play these very sexy, very tight through balls that you just can't deal with. And that's why they're causing me problems. And yeah, scoring more goals. Here was a run from Rashford. As always, it's again just dribbling as we can. I love to dribble. It's one thing I do enjoy doing. So I try to do it as much as I possibly can. Good challenge there from Martinez. And yeah, when I finally got to grips with the controls, it was so much better. But it did take a bit of time for me to get back to playing, you know, eFootball after playing PES 21 for so long. And I think that's the difference with me comparing this now, is I can compare this more with PES 21 because I've been playing it for the last few months and I haven't even touched eFootball. So yeah, it's a good comparison. I'm not going to compare them today because there are things in PES 21 I still prefer to eFootball, and there are things in eFootball I prefer to PES 21. I feel like this game is more free, is more range of motion with like the dribbling, because PES 21 can feel a little bit mundane at times. But this was I'm talking about here. It's a nice goal. You know, it's well worked. They scored in the 91st minute and, you know, we did go and get the ball. But if we watch this from when they started this move, I don't know where they started it from. This was straight from Ramsdale. So Ramsdale found White, Rice, back to White again. You know, I'm trying to hold the shape defensively. Then he finds Saliba. Back inside to Gabriel. He plays it squared to Zinchenko. Now, this is the pass right here. Who plays it? Trossard? No, it's Jorginho. That ball right there is the killer pass. And you see the run. See, he's got his hand up. He wanted the ball there, Nketiah. Beautiful pass, and now what do I do defensively? Cuts back really quickly. I can close him down. No chance. No chance. And that's applauding it. Credit to you. Nicely worked move. And no, I don't want to be able to close them down that fast. Don't get me wrong. I still want this game to feel like more of a sim. I mean, I'm not falling for the whole arcade. I've had people come at me and say, Ricky, why do you want it to be sim when you go and play on a real pitch? Well, number one, I have severe leg pain, so I got no chance of running around. And number two, there's too many arcade games out there. We don't need it. Give us a sim-type football experience, and it's something different. People who like FIFA, go and play FIFA. If you want something a little bit more concrete, realistic, then there are other options. That's why we're still going to wait for UFL to see what they do. So, anyway, we go a little bit further forward here. We've got about, 4 minutes left. I seem like I've been talking a lot. But we're taking on the Everton here. Once again, same kind of lineup. And just possession, working it around. I really do recommend manual if you've not played on it. It opens up so many avenues to this game, and it really makes you play a totally different way as opposed to playing on assisted. You just will. Those are the facts of life. Nice bit of play here down the old left-hand side. Tried to finish it off, but now Everton start to bring this one away. So here we go. Danjuma finding Unana, but not that one. It's the other one. But yeah, once again, even Everton knocking it around, working it. But yeah, managed to just about get enough cover. I will admit, once I started playing a 4-3-3, because I'm using Ten Hag, right? Possession game is his key. I was playing a 4-5-1. It wasn't working. They weren't closing down enough. And then I realized that on possession game, you do play a higher line. So I started playing a 4-3-3 and closing players down a lot quicker and actually creating a lot more. So yeah, when I switched it up, I started playing way better. I mean, look at this, working it around nicely here. Here's Bruno with a chance. But yeah, so I will say this much, folks. The pros, the AI have definitely improved attacking side of things. When it comes to getting the ball out wide, they come in more with the ball. They want to attack you more. There's more purpose. So Konami weren't lying when they said they have been working on the AI and improving them. Defensively, there still needs to be some work. I feel like, as I've mentioned a million times, right? The dribbling is a little bit too easy, even with players that can't dribble. And yeah, they just need to kind of work out right here, right? With Højlund, couldn't be that time. But yeah, those things, but definitely AI's improved, like attacking wise, defending does need some work. There is still, you're going to see another bit of clipping in a minute, I think. I've put it in here as well. So there are still the actual like core engine itself with the slidey mechanics and that. I really want to keep them working on it. I mean, they're using the Unreal Engine 5. Now, I'm going to be heavily comparing this game to UFL when it comes out. And if I see UFL doesn't have these problems with the, players' arms going through limbs and everything, then it's obviously a Konami problem. And it's something they need to look into. So, yeah. We'll definitely take an eye on that. Once again, though, just keeping the ball, working it around. That's the style I like to play when I finally, get to grips with the game. It did take me a while to get back to You know, this was good play. Terrible finish, but just giving the ball into Højlund, letting him hold it up or feed it off. That's what you want from your centre forward. So, moving a little bit further now. 38 minutes played. And I think we're going to work this around the other flank here with a switch, possibly. But here is Martinez. But yeah, let me know your thoughts as always. What are you guys rating this out of 10? I mean, I'm not going to go ahead and give it a rating. I'm not getting into all that right now. All right, here, watch this. Lovely turn from Mount. Ding dong. See you later. I was a little bit confused when that happened there, and I'm going to show you guys why. It's how quickly Mason Mount skipped past this challenge here from number 32, Breathwaite. I thought he went through him, so that's why you're going to see a replay right here. So this was Mount, and as you can see, just as he comes in, we skip past him. You can still see his arm went through his arm. I know these are little things, but I don't know. I feel like we didn't see as much of this previous. Maybe I haven't played it enough. But yeah, those types of things. I mean, why is that happening? If this is meant to be a solid object, his arm shouldn't be going through. So that's why I'm just wondering if you are a programmer in the comments, let me know. And maybe we can talk about it. But that was pretty much it as the video ended right there and then. So there it is, folks. That's kind of my, you know, pros and cons overall about eFootball 24. Definitely feel like the AI has improved, but I would like to see them work on the defensive side of things, as well as, yeah, those instances I saw with a bit of clipping and, you know, all that jazz. But player ID as well. You know, these are things that we miss from the PES days, right? There are certain players I feel like they do have a bit of a player ID with them, and you can tell, like Anthony. I definitely feel like when you're dribbling with Anthony, he feels more like himself. So yeah, those are things they do need to work on, because we've kind of lost that factor. But yeah, I was impressed with the update. I will admit, it's been decent. Will it get me playing online anymore? No, it won't, to be honest, because I'm still an offline dude and I'm going to carry on with the Master Leagues. But yeah, it's a solid improvement, folks. That's pretty much what I have to say. Do I want to rate it out of 10? Let's go for this, shall we? If I was to give eFootball 23, and I'm talking about playing the AI, like a 5 out of 10, you know, you're probably pushing this up now to like a 7. You know, there's still a lot of work and improvements that can be done. As I said, the defending, I just feel like it's a bit of a mess at times. So the AI don't know what they're doing. But attacking is great. So if they can find a balance, then it'll be, you know, hunky-dory. And there we go. Regarding modes and all that, you know, we need more. I know that. You know, Konami, just put a manual-only competition. That's all I ask for. If they put a manual-only online competition, I would play it all the time. All the time. But until they do, I won't. So there we go. Anyway, we will be back. I probably will put out some PC gameplay, actually, of eFootball with me playing live. That way it will look better. Graphically, it will look far better than this. And we can talk about a few other things, and then we'll get back to Master League. But, you know, what with this new update coming out, I kind of want to play it a little bit, test it out. Because, look, folks, I mean, this is the future. At the end of the day, this is one day, we will be playing Master League with this game. So, yeah, you got to keep playing it. But anyway, till next time, let me know your thoughts, and we will return. Take care.